everyone. I hope the audio is okay on this. I did some tests and it was better without the lav mic. So I think I just have a crap lav mic. That's fine. Anyway, hi, I'm Kat. I don't think I've ever properly introduced myself on this channel. If people want to call me Rita, that's fine. I know a lot of people still do think of me that way. I've been going by that username for quite a while. So we're gonna be trying some vlog content, even though I said that wasn't really what I wanted to do. I I feel very awkward talking to a camera, even when I'm not on it. And the reason I started a whole YouTube channel was so I would be more comfortable talking about my art and creative process. And then I figured out I could just put music over things, so I didn't talk, and that kind of defeated the purpose. So here we are. So yeah, I am, the whole purpose of this is to get more comfortable talking about art, creative things, my ideas, and I'm going to admit 2026 has been a doozy so far. Today is Saturday, February 14th. That is Valentine's Day. If you celebrate, I don't. I don't have any super negative feelings about it at this point. I'm just perpetually single, and you know what, if you get joy out of the holiday, go for it. There was a time in my life when I was kind of a stinker about it, but not gonna poo in somebody else's Cheerios, which I can't eat because I'm allergic to oat. But yeah, 2026 has been a doozy of a year, even if you're not paying attention to what's going on in the world. I slipped a disc in my back at the beginning of the year, and then I got norovirus. So I've been kind of down for a bit, and things have been slow. And I'm sorry if you see me looking down a lot. I wrote myself some notes because I'm extremely ADHD and forget. The weather is finally looking nicer. As you can see, I've got some sunlight coming in my windows. It was extremely cold for several weeks here. Absolutely miserable, very dark. I live in Michigan, unspecified location in Michigan. And although we get winters, this was a rough one. Extremely cold, very dark. Don't do well in the wintertime. And at least we're kind of seeing some hints of spring eventually, maybe. Like, it's probably not going to be for a while. It'll probably get colder again. I feel so awkward talking to this camera. I'm like, who cares, lady? But that's confidence building exercise is what this is. I've been really, not just because of the weather, I've been struggling to get myself to work on my own projects. If you follow me anywhere here, you see me very much get sidelined by basically fan art, fan characters. And I have a lot of ideas in my head that I would actually like to get out into the world at some point. I mean, I have been very tired, but I feel that excuse only goes so far. A lot of it, honestly, is just fear. Fear that I don't know what I'm doing, fear that I'm not going to be able to pull it off the way I want it, fear that nobody's going to care. And I think that's something a lot of people struggle with as far as that goes. I do go through phases, and again, we are coming through winter, which is not the only excuse. I've had plenty of anxiety and depression without cold, dark weather. But I do struggle with feeling like, oh, it's pointless. Like, what do you intend to get out of this? What do you think other people are going to get out of this? But like, I have so many ideas in my head, and I want them out into the world. And even if it's only for me, like, I feel so much better when I'm doing something creative, even just sketching or whatever. So it really is for me, and I need to remember that and not worry too much about what other people think. Like, I'm well beyond the point where I think I'm ever going to be well known in any way, shape, or form. But I do just want to get ideas out of my head. And again, acknowledging that it's really hard to balance doing creative things in your life when that's not your main job, as much as I would like that to be my main job, it's probably never going to be. Like, I have adult responsibilities. I'm the only one who pays my bills. I am not married. I do not have children. Again, perpetually single. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that I do not have another person to help split bills and responsibilities with around the house. And that is something to keep in mind. If you are looking to get into an art career, a lot of people who are working artists have a partner who is there to help around the house with bills, whatever, has a job that has health insurance. In the US, that's really important because this country's on fire. But moving past all that, I really do want to get some of the ideas out of my head, and I want to be more comfortable presenting myself out there, my work, my ideas, and that's what all of this is about, as I said earlier. I know I hinted a little bit that I was making a character lore video for Rita. I do have a script of that mostly done. I need to go back and edit. It's been a little hard because her story is not set in stone, so I work on it. I'm like, oh, nope, that bit doesn't work, and I'm changing things around, and then I have to go through and work on visuals for it. But I am excited to work on that. I would really, really like to do some more videos for my own characters. Well, Rita is my character. She's a fan character for Star Fox, but I have ideas that are not in any way tied to fan works in any way, and those are things I really, really want to work on. Like, I love Rita. She's a comfort character. She's always going to be around. Very obviously, all of my socials are titled with her name. And I really want to work on my characters as well. And I think that talking about that more here will help me get some of the ideas out of my head. I've had most of these ideas in my head for decades at this point, and I think I just got too much information in my head, and I need to let a little bit of it out before I can, like, really, I need to strip a lot of it back, if that makes sense. Like, there's too much in there. It's too clogged up. I need to get some information out, just like strip it back so I can figure out where the story is to tell. So I would love to do that. We'll see. It'd be great if people are excited. I know when I draw humans, people aren't really excited about that. And most of my original ideas are humans, not furry. Sorry. Do love furry art, but it's all good. It's all good. So some things I've been doing, because I do tend to get a little bogged down. There are days when I want to draw and I just don't know what to do, so I don't. I got myself well, I've had this. It used to have loose leaf tea in it. I write down a lot of ideas in my sketchbooks for things I would like to draw at some point. Just like, so I don't lose the ideas. I like to write things down, little sketches. So what I did is I went through all my sketchbooks and put everything, all the little ideas on these little pieces of paper. So when I don't know what I want to do, I can go in and like pull a slip, and then draw that thing or sketch that thing or work on it. And some of them are just go into sketchbook number 5 and like pull a random sketch to finish. So we'll see. I haven't used this yet, but I would like to. So that's something to kind of get me going. Speaking of sketchbooks, I've been finding it really inspiring to go back through my sketchbooks. My sketchbooks do only date back to late 2019 and really didn't start going again until 2020. And it's even in that period of time, watching the change, going from relearning how to draw, since I hadn't really drawn in years. It's really cool to see the progress and the change in that period of time. And I think that's another part of my fear too, is like I did stop drawing and doing art for several years. And I feel that was a large setback in a lot of ways. I am glad I picked it back up. So I'm not going to shame myself for that, because I'm back. I'm enjoying it. I love it. I might have needed a little break, but it does mentally, it feels a little bit like a failure, like, oh, I gave up for a time and thought I was never going to come back to drawing or doing art. That was kind of a sad time. But life happens a lot sometimes. I did also move my studio / office in my house. Actually, I've been moving my entire house around, which is why I slipped the disc in my back at the beginning of the year. This room, until a month and a half ago, was my bedroom. It is the smallest bedroom in the house, and I'm like, I just sleep in this room. But it makes for a very cozy office. My bedroom is now across the hallway in the largest bedroom. I actually like that a lot more. It was previously my sewing / craft room, which is now in the other room, the second bedroom. That was what I was using as my closet because I could not fit a bed and clothes in this bedroom. So it works. I like the space a lot better. It's been warmer because previously I was downstairs, and downstairs in my house it's very drafty. I live in a very old house. So yeah, just that's it. So I will say there have been some things inspiring me lately. What's been inspiring you lately? Other people's art. I've really been enjoying being on mostly Tumblr and Blue Sky is kind of where I hang out anymore these days. I prefer Tumblr because I'm old. And like looking at other people's art, fan art, original art. I'm finding it very inspiring. There was a time in my life when I was younger when I found it very intimidating and I felt bad looking at other people's art because it was a lot of, oh, they're so much better than me. Like, I wish I could draw like that. And now I look at it and it's like, they don't draw like I do. And I love seeing stuff other people can do. So I'm glad that that mindset has changed because that has been very good. I love looking at good, because like, why did we start drawing in the first place? Like, you see something, you're like, ooh, I want to draw that. So like being able to look at other people's art, if it's fan art, original art, the old sketches they've posted, it's really cool to look at that and be like, and have that like trigger the feeling like, ooh, I want to draw something. The other thing that's been inspiring lately is I've been revisiting old things that used to bring me a lot of joy, and rediscovering them. Surprise. If you've been on Tumblr or Blue Sky and follow me there, something in the middle of the night when I picked up my phone when I shouldn't have, reminded me of the old Disney afternoon cartoon Tailspin, which I used to really, really love. That was pre-Star Fox. And I really, really loved that when I was like 11 to 13 or whenever that was. And I've been revisiting that, and it's kind of an interesting nice little detour. I don't want to stay there too long. But it's been fun. It just kind of like, I feel like I get into like these ruts. Like, I've been drawing so much Rita. It's all Rita, all my little space furry fox girl. And I love her, but I get stuck. And sometimes you need to kind of like shake it loose, you know? So that's been fun. And you never know when your stupid little fan art sketch is gonna like grab somebody else and inspire them in some way. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here in a minute. I do want to say, speaking of things that are inspiring me, currently reading. I guess you're gonna get some currently reading because I am a big reader. I've been rereading the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett. I started that January of last year. I've been taking some breaks in between books to read some other things so I don't burn out. I am currently up to Making Money. This is a Moist von Litvig one. This is one of my 4 favorite Discworld books, I think. There's like 4 right in a row that I really, really enjoyed, and this is the last one of those 4. So it was so Making Money, the other Moist von Litvig one, which was Going Postal, Thud, there's an ADHD taking words away from me again. I can't remember the other one Monstrous Regiment. So I'd say those are my 4 favorite Discworld books. It's been really great rereading the Discworld books. This is my 3rd time through most of the books. After Making Money, I'll be back down to books I've only read once. And there's only 3 left in the proper series, and then I'll have the Tiffany Aching books, which I've also only read once. And I know those came out in between some of the other Discworld books, but I read them as a chunk. It's just how I do it. You do you. It's been really good revisiting the Discworld books, even ones I didn't care for a whole bunch. The previous times I read them, I'm 18 years older than I was the first time I read a Discworld book. And I started in the dumbest place possible because I didn't know. And I just feel there's a lot of things, it hits differently when you're in your 40s as opposed to when you're 18. And I really recommend it. I love the Discworld books. They've got a lot that's really pertinent to the world at all times, but it's really resonating now. I miss you, Sir Terry. Oh boy. So yeah, it has been taking me a little while to get through Making Money. Like I said, 2026 has been banger year so far. So it's been a little slow. Like I usually do a lot of my reading right before I go to bed. And by right before I go to bed, I mean like I climb into bed an hour and a half before I want to go to sleep, and then I read for a while. And I've just been tired when I go to bed lately. So not reading as much. But I know it goes in cycles. Like I'll get back to it. I'm not that worried. I think I've already finished 11 books this year. Like I'm not worried. I think I read 120 last year, which is insane. But anyway, what have y'all been finding inspiring lately? What are you reading? How's the weather? Anyway, we'll see if I do more of these. We'll see how I feel about my face on camera when I go to edit this. Anyway, love y'all. Bye.